Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Cadence Spotlight. My name is Hailey, and I'm the Director of Marketing here at Event Cadence. And we created this series to shine a light on our client-facing team and some of the great work they do for our customers. Today, I have with me Tiffany Cunningham, one of our account leads, so let's get started.
Thank you, Hailey. Yes, I'm very excited. It's been a great journey so far.
So glad to hear. And I know you're going to be able to provide a lot of great insights to some of the questions today. So I think let's just jump right in and get started.
Okay.
My first question is, when teams are evaluating event and engagement platforms, what do you think makes Event Cadence the right fit?
I think that instead of relying on multiple platforms for registration, engagement, analytics, and CRM style data, everything lives in one unified system of record. So from logistics and scheduling to attendee engagement content and reporting, that level of integration reduces the complexity and keeps teams aligned, which minimizes the risk of things falling through the cracks.
That's so true. It's so difficult when things are living in your email and an old Excel document in, all the different places. So I love too that our platform brings everything together and we integrate with so many other great platforms as well. So we can be that, all in one platform for our clients. That's so true.
Absolutely.
And that brings me to my next question. So maybe it's that we're an all-in-one platform, but what do you hear clients say they love the most about working with Event Cadence?
I may be biased, but I believe, and what I hear consistently, they tell us that they love the support behind the platform. Fast, responsive help, global coverage. So, all hours, day and night, there's somebody available. And we give hands on guidance before, during, and after the event. So, many feel or say they feel it's like working with a true partner and not just a vendor.
That's such a great distinction. We are definitely partners, and you can tell that our team across all different accounts, they're just so passionate to help. And I love that you mentioned too that we're in all different time zones. That's also extremely helpful when you're working on events in different time zones. And sometimes people are working on something when we're sleeping. So when we wake up, we already have the solution for our clients.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's so great. I love that answer. And you're not the first one to say the support behind it. The platform plus the people, it's a good match.
Absolutely. Yes.
And speaking of the platform, from your perspective, what's one thing that our platform does exceptionally well that maybe clients don't realize at first?
Well, a lot of platforms help you run an event, but Event Cadence is particularly strong at helping you learn from it and build on it. So it's that shift from event execution to ongoing engagement intelligence, something clients often only recognize once they're gone through the full cycle of the event and are able to look back and reflect on what's actually just happened.
No one has explained it like that yet. And I do think that's really true. Maybe at first what you see is the really simple scheduling tool, or you can access your schedule, but it really is so much more than that.
Mhm. Yeah, the analytics that we are able to provide at the end, help them look how many rooms do we book? How many meetings could we have booked? How can we do this better next time? So it's always an ongoing learning process. And yeah, that's really great product.
Absolutely. Could you share a recent event or congress or engagement where maybe some of this came to light, where you think that our team made a difference for a client?
Sure. Yeah, moment of impact with Event Cadence really comes down to when a new team uses the platform and our customer support for the first time and realize how much easier and more enjoyable this entire process can be and has become for them. So what used to feel overwhelming and very manual suddenly seems organized, intuitive, and manageable. I've seen this happen multiple times, and you can actually see the relief on their face when they realize they don't have to piece together everything themselves. We have a system for supporting them every step of the way, and they're more able to like shift from the stress and complexity of it to actually enjoy the event and perform better from there.
You cannot undervalue when you're not stressed, everything moves better. And when you work from a place of stress, it's just chaos. So you're right. We kind of bring that calm and that clarity to teams.
Mm.
And it definitely can be stressful on site at
Yes.
times.
Yes.
Um, Great. So next, I would love to know about your favorite feature to walk your clients through, and why do you think it tends to resonate strongly?
Honestly, appointment segmentation is probably my favorite new feature to walk clients through because it turns scheduling from something like reactive into something really strategic. It streamlines the outreach process. So you are able to have multiple teams that want to meet with a customer and show it as a single invite to the customer. There's less confusion, and you're able to streamline that outreach to produce this one customer request. But in the background, you have multiple teams, and they're able to maximize their time since they are able to segment which time period they want to be at. It can be a little bit stressful when you're first managing it, but when I'm walking through the customers through it, it's very exciting for them. And internally, like the teams, they only have to be available for that segment of time. So with the intelligence of the platform, it expands the availability for all those internal teams so they can maximize everything that they can do at an event.
I'm so glad you brought up appointment segmentation because that's definitely the new great thing here. And you mentioned from the team side and also from the customer, the HCP side. Now they're not being asked to go to the booth 3 different times when, if you're at ASCO, for example, you're walking all the way back and forth. Now it's better for them because everything's segmented together. They can go back to back meetings, and it's better for the organization themselves.
Absolutely. I love it.
It's going to be a good one. I'm excited to see it roll out to all of our
Yes.
customers. Okay, just a couple more questions here. So I would
Sure.
love to know what's something about the Event Cadence team that clients might not always see behind the scenes, but that makes a real difference? Like what makes our team different?
I would have to say, something clients don't see is how much the event cadence team is doing is keeping everything running smoothly. It's not just a platform. We're actually helping map out scheduling logic ahead of time, thinking through all the different scenarios of worst case things that can happen in an event, and then operating like a command center in the background to prevent any of these issues from happening so that they have a wonderful event. And it's just something shifts, we're always able to get things adjusted on real time and not have to backtrack so much. Clients don't even realize there was an issue because we were able to handle it before it became a problem. So I think that's what really makes a difference. It feels seamless on the surface, but there's a lot of proactive strategic work happening behind the scenes to make it that way.
I really resonate with what you said. It's like we are the command center and thinking a few steps ahead and solving the problems before they even come to the customers. So I definitely could see how they might not see that all the time, but I can see it on our team's end with everyone helping each other and jumping in and thinking about creative ways to solve different problems and strategies. So that's so true.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, last question for today. 3 years, like I said. So,
Yeah.
what do you love most about your role or about working at Event Cadence?
Well, first, I would have to say I love the people. It's such a great group, always encouraging others on the daily. Everybody's giving love and gratitude to everyone. So we're all learning, we're all doing this together. We're all over the world. So, we work with people in the Philippines and Costa Rica. Like, it's just so great. So that camaraderie is huge to me. Also what I really love is the intersection of strategy and execution with event cadence. You're not just planning the events, you're actually helping bring structure to something that's usually very chaotic. And I also like the visual impact. You can see how better coordination and smarter scheduling directly lead to stronger engagements and better outcomes for the clients, especially in these big congresses. So honestly, the pace keeps it exciting too. Like no two events are ever the same. You're constantly problem solving in real time. It keeps your mind, going, going, going. It's very collaborative. You work closely with both clients and the internal team to make sure everything comes together seamlessly. And the combination of all that is really that intrinsic motivation, all that reward.
Absolutely. You're definitely a team of problem solvers on the
Mhm.
customer and client success team. And like you said, then it's, at the end of a long Congress, you always have a great person to go out to dinner with too, which, definitely helps having both sides. Great work, great people. And when you combine the two, you just can't beat it.
That's so true.
Well, thank you for your time today, Tiffany. And if you're listening to this call and are interested in learning more about Event Cadence, you can find more information on our website and you can always reach out on any of our social media platforms. Thanks again, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.